Good evening, delvers and adventurers, and welcome to another episode of the Facite after our 2-week long break. Well, 1 week, I guess. I'm so excited to be back. I really missed you all. I missed our players. I missed you, our viewers. There was a little bit of a emptiness in that Monday night slot last week. So, and yeah, I'm really excited to jump back into it. If you are coming to us for a 5th, 6th, 7th, 20th time, welcome. We're always glad to have you, and we're excited you've come back. If this is your first time, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I am your game mistress, Winter. You can find me at GMistressWinter here on this channel and on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, and I will send it over to Abby. Why don't you tell us who you are, your character, and where we can find you?
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Marie Carter. I play Ahira. You can find me on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter. Also, I apologize for my voice this week. I'm recovering from being sick, but I'm excited to be here and get into it tonight and see what trouble the Delvers get into, as they have they tend to do that.
They really, really do. And yes, there is a mystery afoot that I am really excited to get back into, and you never need to apologize for being sick. Can't control that. We're glad that you were able to feel well enough to be here. So thank you.
Me too.
Unfortunately, we don't have Archie with us currently. Dennis is running a quick errand, but he will be with us very shortly. So we'll let him jump in later. But let's go over to Joe. As Joe's finishing drinking.
Mid-drink. I am trying to hydrate. Before you dehydrate. You know what I mean? I'm Joe. I play Serana, and you can find me on most socials. I'm taking a break from Instagram right now, but most socials I'm married happy to. And in the chat, I am MojoJojo624. That's me. And I'll tell you more about my other little projects at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we are excited to hear about all of them. Fantastic. And last but absolutely not least, the wonderful Joey, who has a special little costume item today.
Hi, I'm Joey. I'm playing Delphinium, who now has a wig. I hope to maybe get her overalls and just different items over time, which hopefully we'll be seeing on TikTok if I have the spoons to make content, which is Prince Perry Pastille. And same handle on Twitter as well. And then I also play another character that I'll tell you about later on.
Absolutely. I totally get that. Though I tend not to call them spoons and call them spell slots. Oh, you're muted, but but yeah, I love calling them spell slots because it's like, oh, I'm out of spell slots for the day. Yeah. Can't wait to hear what you have going on. All right. Well, we've already done the intro video, so I think we're just going to go ahead and run straight into tonight's episode of The Facite. So, last time, which was 2 weeks ago, the Delvers had recovered from the disaster at the Facite, where call it like it is, a terrorist attack had hit the Facite on all sides, damaging the inner walls, nearly dropping the Delver's Nest into the abyss, taking out a guard station, as well as the recovery ward. The Delvers had begun to explore the mystery the fourth explosion, splitting the party a bit as Finn went off and accepted a job as a peacekeeper and has been sent to investigate the recovery ward while the rest will investigate, or were investigating, the guard station. They all rested for the night, and that is where we will start off. Oh, sorry. Real quick, I did say I was going to mention this, but it looks like everybody's found them. There are new emotes that are available. If you are a subscriber, you should be able to access them freely and put them in, but they are of your favorite characters. You've got Ahira, Archie, Finn, and Serana, and this is all thanks to my dear, wonderful online boyfriend, Zane, who's been working very diligently on them. In fact, there will be a fifth one coming, but that one will be a nice little secret whenever that comes around. And, but yeah, please feel free to enjoy them. All right, back to the game. All right, so the day breaks on yet another day at the Facite. You were, sorry, taking it a little bit. You were coming back together after doing your investigations, and we're going to share your information. That's where we were. Okay. So, the evening is setting on, and the world darkens as the sun sets. You reconvene at the bunkhouse, I believe was your intended meetup point. Take it away.
Well,
Guys.
we didn't really find anything. Did you have better luck?
Got the job. Did I tell you that? I got the job.
We figured you would get the job, but that's good that you did.
Yeah, we went straight away. Right on the first day. There's something in the recovery ward, there's a giant hole that people can fit into.
Like
Red's
a
probably not dead.
tunnel?
But how?
Well, there was a lack of blood and organic matter at the explosion site. I got a fantastic witness testimony. Kamsa is sleeping. She is okay. Dragon. They saw Dragon.
Oh,
He hasn't been seen in a decade, but I think he helped plant the powder.
Oh, did I
That
give you
seems likely.
Sorry, real quick. I might have given you the wrong name.
Oh.
I apologize for that. That is my mistake. I've got a whole collection of names, and sometimes I forget to organize them. The name that I meant to give you was the guy who identified, or who was the leader of the Ghelfi resistance.
Vince? No.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it was
Vic.
Vic. Yeah, Vict. Yes, that was it. That's why the random name is sitting there. All right, I'm gonna mark that.
Notes are good. Also, hi everybody.
hey. Hey.
Yeah, there we go. So it was Vict who was in passing out pamphlets, not Dragon. That was my bad.
Okay. Cool. I've got that fixed in my notes.
Okay, all right, cool.
How do you spell that again? So sorry. What?
Vict. Vict.
I was so excited.
I apologize for that.
Does Finn actually know who that is? Did
I would believe so. I think Archie may have discussed his interaction with Vic.
Okay, I'm just making sure she would recognize that name.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Double back. The leader at the meeting, he was there, and it seems like he may have planted the powder. So, the loyalists are perhaps not fond of Rhett and his work.
Okay. Like, percentage-wise, would you say it's like a 75% chance that Rhett's not actually dead?
Oh, I absolutely believe that he's most likely alive. If kidnapped or... I don't know how fast he would escape, so that is less likely.
Why would they?
Or he could have
kidnap
faked his own
him?
death. I mean,
Did he have
Do
any
people do that?
Did he have any loyalist leanings?
I don't know. Did he, Archie?
Yeah,
And he turns
look
to
over to
Archie.
I've never met him.
Archie, throughout this whole conversation, is just deep in thought, analyzing everything. I think I realized something that might be concerning. I don't think he was a loyalist, or at least I didn't. But now that I'm recalling back to the seconds before the explosion, the people I saw leaving were hooded figures, short, Gipty probably. They didn't have a prisoner with them. So if they took Rhett, he went willingly. Or he was taken before the explosion. It's hard to say. It's not like there's much evidence left.
He wasn't killed there. Not by the explosion, at least.
I don't know if Rhett is a loyalist. I don't know if he's a part of this terrorist organization of Gipti trying to take back their heritage or whatever.
Would Smiley have any interest? He seems too selfish.
Smiley's interest in the loyalists is purely, like you said, selfish. He's in it for the money. They're around to buy gunpowder that he can find. That's probably it. So if we come into a buttload of cash, we might be able to sway Smiley to loosen his tongue, give us some extra information. But if I know and remember how he used to run business, that would take a lot of gold.
Or, Finn is a part of the Peacekeepers. Why not let me be an informant or something? Maybe Smiley needs another person to do something that only I could do. I don't know. We could offer up services instead of money.
You have a changing face. I don't think that's that common.
True, we kind of don't really frequent many places, so...
Changing faces, yes. Changing size, that's a whole different thing. Sorry, that was more GM to player than anything else.
This is random guy walking by.
Size is a whole different thing. Just walks completely off.
Just a drunkard sloshing around.
Aren't you a tall drink of water? Yes, and I can't get any shorter.
It's like, what did you say? I said something.
It's worth a shot. I mean,
yeah.
Worst he could say is no.
I don't know anyone else who can change their face, but I also don't know a lot of people, and I don't know how Smiley works. So, but I think it's worth a shot. It can't hurt things. I don't know. I'll leave it up to Archie. I don't really know.
Last time we helped Smiley, people got hurt.
I don't like that people got hurt because of us.
It would have happened anyway, but there were 4 explosions, but we probably sped it up.
So our options are to work with Smiley, see if we can get some inside information, and do a lot of bad in the process in exchange for getting maybe some information that we could act on. I don't see that as a fair trade.
I don't want to hurt people if I can avoid it. I don't like putting people in danger or hurting people unless they are already hurting others. That's the only time it's okay. I'm not like my sister. She hurts people because it's fun, I think. That's what she seemed to talk to me about. Does Archie know that Akira ran into Nemesis?
That is a good question. Did you tell
Because I'm
everybody?
just realizing.
I don't remember if I was
that I
there or if I had
told-
left early for the date.
I think you left early for the date, and I don't think I've brought it up since. So I know that Serana and Finn know, but I don't think Archie does.
And right
Yeah,
now,
we
Archie
kinda-
is too way lost in thought to catch anything.
We're just
Like,
gonna
oh yeah,
continue
that thing
going
that you
with
had that happened. that thing that happened where you ran into that one person, that thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which thing?
After I saw Kiberly when we got back from sealing the rift and me fighting with Delalore and her leaving me, I ran into Nemesis, or I guess her name's Ani? Jim?
A-N-N-I.
Ani.
Yep.
Ani, and we talked. More, she talked at me.
What did she say?
She told me how she got like the way that she was, and it's not a very nice story, and I do feel bad for her, and I don't think that Delalore treated her very nicely. But she also said that she's kind of convinced that I'm going to end up like her, and that it started for her with hurting people who deserved it, but if I keep doing that, I'll be able to justify pretty much anything. And so she thinks that I will end up like her, and also said that she'll be in touch.
That's a lot, and you seem okay about it. Are you okay?
Admittedly, I'm just kind of ignoring a lot of the things that happened because I don't really know how to deal with a lot of it, but we have a lot bigger things going on, like the Everflame and now the attacks, and then being talked to by an avatar who wants us to go do something for her. There's just a lot going on.
You're not wrong.
So, I'm just kind of trying not to think about it too much with my sister and Delaware. Just ignore it, you know? That can't be a bad thing.
That
Not yet.
never turns out poorly, ever.
See, Serena agrees with me.
So much internal screaming. Just
I will tell you if I end up not being okay. If something changes. But for right now, I am okay. Because there's
Good.
other things to focus on. But also, I might show up again. I don't know. It's fine.
everything's fine.
Yeah.
No. Not everything is fine. That's the issue. There are so many problems that we caused and we need to fix. And our persistent biggest roadblock to fixing those issues is not knowing enough. We don't know where the golem is. We don't know who's controlling it. We don't know why Rhett was targeted. We don't know for certain whether he's alive or not. If he is alive, we don't know what sort of allegiances he might have developed while we were gone. There's two sources of...
And we let out the bone dragon thing. I don't remember its name.
Oh,
What is it?
The
What is that called?
and
And we released the sleeper, and we heard from Cephalarine. We heard from Cephalarine that the sleeper will probably be after an egg, but we also don't know what the sleeper wants or what it's after. So that is another thing that we did do, that we did cause, that is a problem that could have repercussions on people.
Theories and not many leads.
we need a way to get leads. There's a lot of people that could help us. There's the Peacekeepers. Finn, your connection with them are invaluable. There's, to be honest, Nemesis and Delalore. They know more about ancient goings-on and avatars than all of the rest of us combined.
I can talk to Nemesis maybe, or Ani, or I don't know anymore. I don't think I can talk to Delalore anymore, though. But if Ani shows up, I'll try and ask her things. And she did make it sound like she's going to show up again. I think that's what people usually mean when they say that we'll be in touch, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
That's usually how that phrase is used, I think.
Okay,
It
then
is.
I can maybe come up with things to ask her or see if maybe she'll be willing to help with other things. Probably not so much the sleeper as she was trying to get it released. But maybe she'll be willing to help with the other things. Or maybe she'll just answer questions. I don't know. But I can pursue that if she shows up again.
She could be a great ally if she chose to like us. And of course, we have Serana. Your portents have saved our lives multiple times.
Yeah, but still end up hurting people. I don't know how to help. I could talk to Cephalarine. I feel like she's gonna speak in riddles, and I don't know how I feel about that right now, because riddles are confusing, or maybe she's gonna be straightforward. I don't know. I'm also still learning how to trust people again. Not you guys. I trust you. It's just you know.
You have to trust yourself, Serana. That comes first.
You are here. You've saved lives. You are still valuable.
I did maneuver a harpoon with my thighs.
That was
did
cool.
happen.
I wish I could have seen that.
It was a lot.
And even if you didn't do that, you're not a bad person. You don't have to do anything to be good and worthy of trust and love and friendship. You're enough.
At that point, at that lull in the conversation, there is a sound at the door. It clicks open, and the door creaks. Kira? And Kiberly sticks her large goblin head in, looking around at the different bunks that are all lined up and stuff, and finally spots you. Oh, Hira!
I'll wave to her.
And she rushes over to you and, like, essentially leaps up in to hug you.
I'll hug her back.
I'm so worried. I heard that you were down in the Delver's Nest when it exploded, and I was so worried that you had fallen in, and so many things. I didn't know what to believe, and I've been searching ever since I finished my last set, and I just probably checked a dozen different bunkhouses. Oh, I'm so glad. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm okay. Physically, I'm here. I didn't get hurt at all. I didn't fall or anything, and Finn, Serana, and I saved a bunch of people down in the Delver's Nest. They used the harpoons to catch people, and I held the Delver's Nest up for a bit. I righted it. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm safe.
That is the stuff.
Well, I don't know that I'm safe, but I'm okay.
that you held aloft an entire platform that big. Oh, that is gonna be the topic of my next epic poem.
Oh,
The
okay.
Delvers, like, lifting it aloft like some world bearer.
And Archie saved a bunch of people in the infirmary in the recovery ward. So we all helped, and we're all okay, thankfully.
Oh,
I'm
pardon my
sorry I didn't
manners,
come
but
find you.
I'm so glad all of you are okay, and you've done. It sounds like you've saved so many people and touched so many lives already. You don't look happy about that.
We were just there's a lot going on that we don't really have all the answers to and that we're caught up in, that's all. And we were just talking about it. So it's just, we're just, there's a lot going on.
Oh.
That's all.
Oh, well. Oh, pardon. I guess I'm intruding.
No, you're not. You're not. Don't.
Not at all, Kiberly.
I'm not very good at this.
It's okay. I will. I'll be at home, and the hearth is open to you, to all of you, and so if you want to come by for dinner or something, meet the family.
Where is that?
She will.
I don't actually know where.
She'll give you some relational directions to the family home, which is on the outskirts of the Facite.
I will. At least I will come over for dinner tomorrow night.
Okay.
I promise.
I will make sure to be there. And you are
Okay.
all welcome.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
We'll either all be there or some of us, or at least I promise at least I will be there, and maybe my friends will be too.
She like pulls you down and kisses you. It's okay. I will see you tomorrow night.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. And she will see herself out.
That reminds me. I had an idea a while ago, and it's starting to become possible. I mentioned earlier we don't have that many sources of information, and we need more. We have the people I know and have healed. We have the peacekeepers through Finn. We have Kiberly and maybe Nemesis in the future. We have Serana's portents. With all of those and all of the allies that we have, the people we've met and worked with, the people who trust us, this is the beginnings of what could be a much larger organization. A way for us to collect the information we need when we need it.
Sometimes you just have to deduce and extrapolate. But if you have enough pieces, we can at least start to put it together.
My suggestion is that we make some sort of official start. Some name that we can drop that means something. I don't know what that name could be, but being able to say something and people understand that it means both us and all of the friends that will come to protect us and the friends that we will in turn fight for. Kamsa, Kiberly, Peacekeeper Callum, the Collector. I think we can start reaching out and asking for people to join this organization in exchange for the connections and protections that we might be able to afford. They can be our source of information.
I think that's a good idea. And it's like what Smiley does, but good.
Exactly. Now we would have competition. First of all, Smiley and his ilk. We would have the Gipty loyalists to contend with. And Sir Frost somewhere pulling the strings.
I forgot about Simon. We're supposed to talk with him at some point.
I thought he told you he would find us when he found the Everflame.
He did. It just means that we have to talk with him at some point. And I don't know where he is. I just forgot about them. I just forgot about Simon. But Simon at least could maybe be part of our organization too when our interests are aligned. But we don't know Sir Frost's interests.
Not yet. That's something our organization could tell us. There's something that has to happen before we can start reaching out, though. We need to ensure that nobody's going to be coming after us, targeting us. Make sure we can start with a clean slate. And all of this, I have to admit, is just an elaborate excuse to finally help you, Serana. It's been long enough.
Long enough for what? Be kind of avoiding the whole, thoughts about everything else. My family potentially all being dead. That fun stuff. Because the world's at stake.
When you're ready, we will go with you to your home.
What's left of it. We'll deal with it. At some point, I'm sure.
We can't wait for it to come to us. You know what happened last time they did. I'm not about to let that happen again.
So what do I need to do right now?
Rest. I think talking to Cephalarine might also be a good idea. If you're decided in it, I think we can help in whatever way we can to assist you in severing your connection with Akamahali, if that's what you want.
Yeah, I think I want to do that. I just don't know how. I'm sure Cefalarine has something to say about it. I'll talk to her. Is there anything else you want me to ask?
This is your connection. Once you know what you want, we'll be here to help you get it. I promise.
Thank you.
I'll give Serana a hug.
Aw.
Oh. She'll bend over and just pick him up. I'm sorry.
I'll allow it.
Before we all head off to sleep, I will go and give each of y'all a hug too.
Group hug.
And I think that's what it turns into.
Yeah.
Always.
All right.
Every time.
So you're gonna settle down for the evening and get some rest. And...
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Everybody will maybe stay up, have some dinner together, and then one by one all make their way to bed. Serana, are you going to make the attempt to talk to Cefalarine?
Yes.
Okay. If you will, give me a will save.
That's concerning.
$13.
Your ritual of meditation, which, however you'd like to describe that, you absolutely may.
I think like her daily ritual is different than her sleep ritual.
Okay.
Sleep is very much laying down in a, not in a specific way, I guess, but in a just prostrate on the bed, not face down, but you know, and thinking, muttering, exaltations of some kind, praying until the sleep comes.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, she just tries to go to sleep. But usually that's, if she's trying to reach someone, that's how she does it.
All right. As your mind drifts off to the land of sleep and the garden of dreams, hoping for an audience with Cefalarine, you enter into a dreamscape that, while to your mind's eye, it seems that you've just woken up in your bunkhouse and see the lit hearth and a couple of figures sitting next to it. There's a feeling of things being not quite balanced. Like, you know, one of those fun houses where they'll put a house on a hill where water will run upstream, and it, like, the floor looks level, but it actually feels super angled. That's kind of the feeling you're getting as you step away from your bed and approach the hearth. And it's very hard to keep your balance in the dreamscape. You see, sitting by the hearth, an old woman who wears the fineries, or the furs and leathers that Cephalarine had, but they're worn, or the feathers wilted, and she looks at you with heavily wrinkled face. Come, darling. Your friend awaits you.
This doesn't feel right. Who are you? You're not. Who are you?
I am here to grant your greatest wish. She motions to the other individual who's sitting closer to you, but with their back to you.
I want to see their face.
But of course. And the figure stands straight up, very stiff-like, and turns. And the ashen, charred face of Michael stares back at you. Serana. Sorry, Makir.
You can't be here.
It's you.
You can't be here.
I've missed you.
You fell apart in my arms. You went into the wind. You're not here. You're not here. Not here.
Aren't you glad to see me? I've
I
been
can't look
waiting
at
for
you.
you.
I can't.
I came for you.
What is this? Are you trying to make me come home? Is that what you want?
No. No, why would I'd be here if I wanted you to come home? No. She bears a warning.
What?
Warning you of the contracts you assign yourself to. They may inconvenience you when you least expect. And your friends, your friends, they gave something for you. I gave something for you. And yet you do not honor me. Why?
I think about you all the time. What? No one. What do you want me to do?
It'll be over soon. They are coming.
Here, what are you saying? What does that mean?
If you will not come home, home will come to you. And as he laughs, he begins to crumble away like he did in your arms, falling to ash and dust as the nightmare scape collapses into dark.
Have I slept very long?
Good question. You wake with a start in the wee hours of the morning. It is still black outside in terms of the nighttime. Lanterns that had been lit overnight have long since gone out, if not used.
I think she'll abruptly get out of bed, go outside, and just sink into the snow for a second, just to get like a rush of cold air. Something to clear out what just happened. Because she doesn't want to be in there. So I don't know if I want to tell everybody. I should. Ugh. This is stupid. I hate it. No, I was trying to talk to my new person. No, I had a nightmare instead. It's great. Love of my life. Died again before me, laughing in my face. Fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I think she's going to take a walk. In the middle of the night.
Okay.
Just around the block. It's cold. She's upset. She doesn't want to sit still. Nor does she want to wake anybody up. She's feeling angsty. These are angsty hours, guys. Angsty hours.
As you're wandering through the dark snow, a lantern borne aloft by a silhouetted figure stops on its path, kind of turns in your direction. Oh, hey there. Are you alright?
I had a bad dream. I'm just walking it off.
Oh. I know how that is. Need anything?
Not right now. But thank you. I'm just gonna go back to my bed, I guess.
Very good then. Well, do you need someone to walk you home?
No, I got it from here.
Oh, all right. Have a good night then.
Can I roll a perception check on this person?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
feel like something is just okay. It's not that I feel like something's wrong. She had that whole dream. Everything's out of balance, and the out of balance feeling is still very much like clinging to her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That is a 17 on the die plus 8.
The silhouette is occasionally peeled away by when it catches light, and you see a ruddy-skinned Orkin. They have on what you would expect to be just the standard wear for workers, kind of worker class, leathers and hunted furs and such. But with that nice roll, you will notice the glint of blue steel at her wrist above the lantern. Looks, from your vantage point, like a blue butterfly maybe?
Okay. Is it like a circlet, or is it like a...
It's like a charm on a bracelet.
Okay. Interesting. It's too early to unpack all that. Okay, we're gonna go home.
Alright. They seem to watch you for a few moments longer as you head back, but then you'll see the light turn away and head down a different alley.
I think she'll sneak back in
Okay.
and try to, like, find Ahira or Finn or even Archie, and whoever she finds first, she's just gonna crawl into their bed and just be, like, facing the opposite direction, just, like, not touching them, but, like, in the same bed close by, because she's just freaked out right now. And she'll try to sleep, but she won't.
In the rest of the sleepless hours, the sun will rise, casting its rays in through the frosted windows, lighting the bunkhouse iota by iota.
As
Should we get
soon
a
as
long
the
rest?
sun starts to shine, Ahira is up. Sorry,
Archie
Dennis, I
sleeps like a
interrupted your
rock.
question.
Archie sleeps like a rock, snoring away.
Ahira's a farm girl, sort of, so she's up with the sun. As soon as the sun starts even peaking, she's up.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes, absolutely.
Someone puts coffee on. Finn is definitely following.
Who am I waking up next to? I want to know.
Very good question.
Who are you waking up next to?
I don't know. There's not like a... Hold on.
So there's these really cool little things that people like to call math rocks, commonly known as dice.
Shush. I'll roll a d4. One is Archie, 2 is Ahira, 3 is Finn, 4...
Roll again.
It's a reroll.
Roll again.
or Serana has somebody in the night has fallen off the bed, and now Serana's just taken over the bed.
4 is stranger.
I rolled 4!
Yes.
All you hear from across the bunkhouse is, ha!
Serana?
Just pops up out of the bed and immediately jumps off. I'm so sorry.
Are you okay? You were here and then you're over there. Are you alright?
We'll talk about it. We should go get breakfast. That we should do.
Okay. Ahira will slip her hand into Serana's and just kind of like, not even trying getting Serana to talk, just in a like, I'm here for you.
Iron grip. Just white knuckles. Please don't let me go.
I'm sorry.
Ahira will not.
You're heading out.
If we're gonna get, I feel like we should get food and sustenance of some kind, and private conversation that's not inside the bunkhouse.
Yeah. Anybody know where to eat that's not the Delver's Nest?
Well, there's plenty of taverns and such. I've been to a couple of them because Kiberly performs at them. They usually have food.
All right. I'm hungry.
I'm sure
Lead the
there's
way.
other places.
Nah, I trust you.
I will. I will lead everyone to the last tavern I met up with Kiberly at. Then I guess, 'cause that's the one I'd remember, or like whatever tavern I know that's closest.
Okay, sure.
In tavern, whatever. Wherever it is, there's some connection to Kiberly. Whether it's where I found out that she has a whole ass wife or not. I don't know how close that one was to where we currently are.
It's within walking distance, not too far.
And I will take everyone to that one.
Can everybody give me a perception check?
24.
25.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, gotta one up each other. Natural 1 for the Joe.
Ooh. Appropriate.
I'm not even going to use a hero point. I will take this fail. I absolutely will. Enthusiastically. All I feel is Ahira's hand in mine, and the sky is above me, and that's it.
Okay. Sorry, what was yours, Ahira?
19.
19. Okay. Finn and Archie. As you're up and alert, more so than your companions, who may be distracted with either each other or internal monologues, as you approach the tavern in which Ahira is leading you, you take notice that the townspeople are whispering among themselves as you pass and looking in your direction. And at first it starts with just like one-offs to the point where you could probably hand wave it away, but as you close in on the tavern, and you meet more and more people, it begins to spread like wildfire. That's about it.
What are the expressions on their faces as they do this?
Hard to say.
Fuck.
And I wanted a trench coat and not a cloak. I don't think I have a hood.
All right. Are you gonna continue on your way in?
I think Finn just kind of leans into Archie. This is weird. You see that, right?
Well, at this point, I think change is good. Chances are someone's going to approach us.
Okay.
Ahira just continues marching on, like, with Serana. Not noticing anything.
Alright. So you head into the tavern. And that same phenomena begins to spread around the room. And a lot more eyes begin to follow the group's movements.
This is not normal.
What is it?
I don't know. Let's ask the server.
Okay.
A real thin dwarven boy sidles up with a tray. Can I get you something?
How is this guy feeling? He's the first one to talk to us, and I want to know if he's like nervous to be around us,
Definitely
excited.
has a bit of a something's making him anxious. Not in a like frightened sort of way.
Well, what do you have?
Oh, you asked for it, and I can get it for you. We've got all kinds of ale and beer, mead if you want it, and we can absolutely send out for any kind of foodstuffs that you might want.
All right, we'll take your house special.
Sure. That it?
Yeah.
And
Whatever your chef is most proud of.
Oh, well, I mean, do begging your pardon, sir, but like, this ain't a very fancy place, and the chef special, well, is usually just a platter of meats and cheeses and whatever we have regular. You sure that's all you want?
That sounds fantastic.
Perhaps a coffee, if that's
Coffee?
okay.
Oh, yeah. You, of course. Good
Hey,
lady.
son, take a breath. You're all right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm all right.
Something the matter?
No, nothing's the matter. Except I'm absolutely blowing this. Whatever you want. Drinks. What would you like?
Glass of wine.
What kind? We've got red, white, green.
Second cheapest wine.
Of course, whatever you like.
Ahira, what's happening?
I really don't know.
Anything for you, lady. Ahira, or are you, lady, Miss?
I'll just have a coffee too,
Coffee, okay.
or whatever.
All right.
Serrano, what do you want? Do you want something to drink?
She's gonna like lean onto the counter and just like this, just like stare at him, like her eyes peer like this. She's like, I want coffee.
All right. So 3 coffees, a second cheapest wine, and the cook special. A large plate of various meats, cheeses, and you know what? I will even throw in some fruits.
That's very kind of you. I think if everyone here likes fruit.
Yeah. Why are you being so nice?
Well, he looks aside to the much older bartender, who's it's not my place to say. Just no, it's on the house. He turns around and bolts.
Wait, no,
I'm
come
very
back.
confused.
I didn't even change
No,
my
no,
face. I'm
it's-
sorry.
I'll lean into the
That's
middle
not
of the
a
table.
normal.
No. That's not normal. Guys, I think we're famous.
Famous
What?
or infamous?
Hard to say. I've been trying to get a read on these people that keep staring at us, but every time I look over, they glance away.
People keep staring at us, and immediately here is just like looking around the room to see who's staring at us. She is the epitome of the friend that's like, look, there's a cute person over there. Don't look now. Where? That is literally what Akira is doing currently.
After probably a good 20 minutes, and before some other patrons who have been here longer than you have, the young boy holds a massive plate to your table and sets it down, and it is piled with strips of various cold cut meats and cheeses and bunches of fruits. Then he rushes back and hurries back with your drinks. Will there be anything else?
I don't think so.
Right.
Thank you kindly.
I'll be right over there. And if you need me...
Wait.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, my lady.
What's your name?
Very good question.
NPC number 4.
Yep. NPC number 4.
NPC number 4.
It's Yustel. It's Yustel.
Okay. How do you spell that?
Yusteel. Yustel.
I'm gonna grab out a piece of parchment and a quill, and I'm gonna write a quick note. Thanks for serving us, Yustel. Spelling it correctly, and then I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna pass it over to Finn.
Serana is going to take his hand. She's gonna take his hand and just like hold it in hers. And stare into his eyes. And if they're a different color, she'll switch them. And she'll just stare at him like, thank you so much. You're a very important person.
You're welcome.
And she'll wink at him and then let go of his hand and be like, I have to sign something? I'm gonna sign something. Why are we signing something? This is weird.
Akira will sign it very confusedly. I also don't know that she has that nice of handwriting. She
Do what?
do a lot of writing,
Oh no, I guess not. No.
so it might look like
Scribble.
yeah. She can read. She's literate, and she can write. It's just so very pretty.
Oh, so it's like my handwriting.
Sure.
You know what my handwriting looks like.
I do.
My wife makes fun of me all the time for it.
But Akira will just be like, as she's signing it, she's like, "What? Why are we writing? What's going on?"
I suppose it's a autograph. Never given one before.
Why are we doing that now?
She looks at Archie.
Is Usul still around?
Yeah. Serana only just let him go.
Once everyone has signed the paper, I'll say, "Here, thank you."
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. He stuffs it in his shirt and bolts.
Okay, that confirms it. We are famous.
Famous.
Why are we famous?
If I had to guess, we're the only people willing and capable enough to put ourselves in harm's way to save people after the explosions.
Travel fast. I mean, Callum didn't require an interview. He already knew.
I think we really need that organization now more than ever. Speaking of...
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
I'll get to the name later. I have some ideas, though.
In response, the door of the tavern flies open and in strides this portly dwarf, making a grand entrance into this overstuffed tavern, followed by several members of an entourage that stop just inside the door, scan the place, lock on to the group. There you are! We heard rumor that you had stopped here for their morning bite.
You heard right. Excuse me, who are you?
Well, considering you never came by to meet me in the first place, I understand that you would not have heard of me. I am Hyman Wincio. Guess I got to spell it out. I'm the Dev Operations Commander.
Nice to meet you, sir.
And at this point, several patrons practically pick up their tables and create this path for Wencio to approach you.
As he's walking up, I'll just lean over to everyone else. I'm like, were we supposed to have met him before?
No, but he thinks so.
Why?
More questions without answers, Ahira. Sorry.
He strides up to this table. Yesterday was a bleak day for the Facite. Darkest day I've seen since we've started this venture. We lost a few through no fault of anyone's here, I would hope. And he kind of looks to the patronage. And those responsible for it will be brought to justice. But regardless, many of you are here today, still breathing the cool air, Thanks to these four. You saved several lives and the livelihoods of countless others. And asked nothing for it. At least to my knowledge. And one of his entourage nods. Yes, sir. That is the correct understanding. Good. Very good. This level of altruism, selflessness, and self-sacrifice must be rewarded. Therefore, there we go. That's what I was going for. Sorry. My finger hit the wrong button. I almost sent us back to the intro venue.
Oh!
Therefore, we of the Delve operations management would like to bestow upon you honors. And he kind of puts his hand out, and one of his entourage puts several medals into his fist. You wear these. And he sticks them out very unceremoniously. And everyone know what you did for the Facite. And for the people whose lives depend on it. Aye? No more having to get warrants signed. Though I will ask that you do respect current and proper signed warrants. You will be able to come and go as freely as you wish. Lifetime supply or access to the Delver's Nest. Am I missing anything? No, sir. That about sums it up. Very good. But thank you for your contributions and for saving our dear people. At least the ones that could be saved.
It was an honor, sir. Thank you.
Very good. Should I put these on them? I believe that is part of the standard, sir. You know what? I don't like getting in your personal space. So here, you put them on yourselves.
This uniform protocol going. She's got like the badge, and she's just like,
oh, and one of you has become a peacekeeper, eh?
yes.
Good. Well, I'm sure that they have a fine recruit in you.
Thanks. I hope to help.
Very good. Well, I've interrupted your breakfast too long. Now stop gawking, all ya! And, if you ever need to see me, my office is being fixed back up after the rough and tumble of the nest, but it's on the second floor. Aye? Good. Very good. And without another word, he just kind of spins on his heel and heads out.
It seems my hypothesis was correct.
I've never been famous before.
Neither have I. This is weird.
This isn't like academic recognition. Not at all.
No, people are actually looking at us.
In fact, some of the patrons will muscle in to shake the hands of the Facite heroes. And your table quickly begins to fill up with cups of coffee, mead, and ale.
Why did it... I don't understand what's happening.
Take a breath. It'll be over in a bit. Just shake their hands, smile, nod. At least I hope it'll be over in a bit.
Well,
A hero will probably, if anyone wants to actually talk, she will definitely engage in conversation because she likes talking, but she is very confused the whole time.
well, I think that is a good point to stop for a quick break. What you all think?
Good idea.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you all who have stuck with us and have been watching this interesting play out between nightmares and accolades. This has all been very exciting and just fun. I'm so glad to have come back to this. All right, so we will go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we will be back roughly about quarter of the hour, so 45, 46, 47 after the hour. Thank you all, and we will see you very soon. Hello and welcome back. I am your humble Game Mistress Winter, and our wonderful Delvers have just been awarded for their bravery and courage and saving members of the local community. After the ruckus following the Delve Commander's exit dies down, with leaving you all with piled cups of mead and coffee, more than you'll ever need in your entire lifetime, probably. You are finally left to actually enjoy your breakfast and whatever other things you want to do for the day.
Once everything finally dies down a little bit, I'll just kind of look at Serana and just be like, okay, are you okay? Because you don't seem okay. I know this isn't super private, but
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want. And like, if you want to wait until a more private thought, I don't really know where we can find somewhere more private. Oh, well, if you come to dinner with me at Kiberly's, that would be more private, and everyone there I would trust. But also, you can tell us now.
Well, I tried to talk to Cefellerine, and that didn't work. I saw I saw someone wearing her clothes, and then Makir was there. And he wasn't there. He was still Ash. Kept saying weird things. Like, they gave something for you, and honoring him and being aware of the contracts that I signed, because they'll be inconvenient at times. And then I asked him what he wanted. I asked him, and he said no. But then he said that I didn't have to go home because it would just come to me.
I'll push a tankard closer to Serana.
Again. He just fell apart again in front of my eyes. So
Ahira's gonna lean over to Archie and just, I don't know who she's talking about.
You weren't there for that.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you later.
Is that her friend that died?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll drape my arm over Serana and just kind of lay my head on her shoulder. Just hug her.
he wasn't real, but I can't ignore what he said. I just also need to figure everything out, and everything was just so cryptic. And I mean, the most pointed thing was home will come to you.
That's what he said too, isn't it? He gave you something.
He gave me the last fruit.
And he said your family was going to come for it.
I guess I kind of forgot about that after all of this. I feel like I keep putting everyone in grave danger, and I don't mean
apologize. You or Zara. You can't help where you come from.
I've also put all of y'all in danger with the whole rift thing, so it's not just you.
And I'm sure I'll put all of us in danger too at some point.
See, it's okay. We're friends. That's what friends do.
It
We help
is.
each other.
Culturous things. You made it out. You have information. But you have people on your side that will protect you.
Those people being us, in case that wasn't clear.
No, I got that.
Okay.
That.
All right.
I don't like it when people hurt my friends. You're my friend, so I will hurt people that try to hurt you.
She's just gonna like slowly look over at her and be like, I know. I know. Terrifying.
Here is just like, unfazed.
Sheesh.
Thank you for telling us what happened. I know that that's not super easy for you sometimes.
It's not. I did go back and forth for a minute, because I've never really told people about. Well, I guess it just stems from the time I told someone about a vision. They were like, "That's wrong," and I was like, "How would you know? I saw it before my own eyes." So, wow, that unpacks that. Okay, cool.
Well, I'll never tell you that a vision is wrong.
Thanks.
Because I wouldn't know.
Neither do I. It's a mystery.
Archie, if we ever have visions that butt against each other, we got to figure that out. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But
We will. My visions aren't as, predictive as yours are. Yours are as fuzzy as yours can be and unclear. Mine are much less clear. I don't get a whole lot of hints about what's going to happen in the future.
what do you get?
This, and I'll summon a lantern.
You know what? Okay, I can't argue with that. That's been very helpful. So now we're famous.
And we need a name.
We do. We need a name.
I did some brainstorming last night, and there's one that stuck out to me. It was a long time ago when my old friend told me one of his, how the avatars can't really communicate with us well. They have to talk to us in riddles. He told me that to keep pulling on the threads and the plots will unravel. And that stuck with me a little bit. And it sort of is themed with Ahira as well. So I'm thinking, what if we call this network of protection and information the Thread Chasers?
I like it.
I like that a lot.
Okay, good, because I got some sketches for a possible symbol here as well.
What would you have done had we said no?
You would have never known about that notebook.
Never would have heard it.
It has an air of sleuthing to it.
Indeed.
And we're going to be doing plenty of that, I think. More important. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm going, at least I'm going to dinner with Kiberly tonight. All of you should come, but I won't pressure you. But we can start with telling her about it, if she's going to be somewhat a part of it, at least under our protection. And she's pretty good at finding out information with all the shows that she does and the people she talks to, so it might be a good way to test it out, so to speak.
I think that's a great idea. Kiberly spends most of her time in taverns, and that's where people talk, where rumors fly.
Yeah.
But we'll also need a good way to make sure she's protected even if we're not around. So I think we also need to talk to Peacekeeper Callum and or Deacon.
I wasn't told to report to work in the morning or anything, so I was just gonna show up if we all want to go together.
Okay, I like that. So today's docket: morning, talk to Peacekeeper Callum. Evening, off to Kiberly's hearth.
Y'all can meet her wife. She's really nice. She's a little intense at first, but only at first. She's really lovely. Maybe
I will
she can help
expect the
too.
unexpected. I had a couple other people on my list if you were interested in hearing. We've also got Kamsa. I should probably check in on her and make sure she's on the mend. She, at this point, knowing her, she's probably already helping other people and should be resting. Actually, yeah, that's the last one on my list.
She is stable.
Good.
Really?
Oh,
That
the
really
collector.
seems like a good place to start.
And now I guess the Master of the Delves, or whatever he called himself.
The Delve Operations Commander.
Or
Sure.
Doc, for short.
Doc. That's so much easier.
What's up, Jack?
Of course,
We should bring him some carrots.
this was all explained in your Devil's Handbook.
That only Finn read, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I think
totally
Finn just
read
like
that.
skimmed over it.
Info, not names.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I totally read that. I don't know what you're talking about.
There was paperwork?
Yeah.
Yep, that tracks.
All right. So, what's your first move?
We're following you, Finn.
Oh. All right. I'll lead you to the headquarters.
Wunderbar. You head back out into the fresh snows as workers pass. The odd man will give you a rousing clap and cheer as you pass. But mostly you have groups of workers and volunteers who are tirelessly working to put the Facite back together. Or at least the scaffolding and platforms that had fallen and broken in the attacks. Finn, you lead the group to the... What did I say? Was it a guard station, I think, where you found the Peacekeeper the first time?
I believe so, yes.
Yes. There are a number of volunteer guards who are being sent out on patrol or to lend their aid to the various recovery efforts. A surly captain is commanding the groups today. Yeah, what do you want?
Hey, I brought my delving party with me. I figure I should probably report to work, and they also had a couple concerns as well.
And you're wearing your badge kind of on the front.
Yes, she would have put on the coat and badge.
Okay. The captain glances down, see the recognition in the eyes. Oh, begging your pardon. The Peacekeeper Callum went over to inspect the West Guard Tower that was hit in the attack. If you are seeking your co-worker, Pierre, Commander, I'm not sure. I don't know how your ranks do their thing, but if you want to find him, he's over there.
Thank you, Captain. Thanks.
Now I need you to over in the northeast quadrant, and shouting at the other guards.
Well, isn't this convenient?
It is.
So far, so good.
Oh, we're going back to the guard tower. They got
Yes.
blown up.
I hope it's that.
Yeah, good. You cross town to where you remember the guard tower had been the night before when you had gone to inspect it. Several guards halt your way, but upon seeing Finn's badge, will step aside and allow entry.
That's pretty fancy.
It'll be pretty useful.
Very helpful.
Peacekeeper Callum is knelt down near the blast, or the center of the blast, peering over using various tools, maybe sprinkling something on the ground and testing.
I'll elbow Finn.
Sir.
Oh, yes. Very good, Peacekeeper Delphinium. You know what? It is good you're here. I'd like your opinion on some things. Do come in, do come in. Now, this... What can you tell me about this blast radius?
Do you want me to roll perception or go off theory?
Give me either crafting or nature.
I think crafting is higher.
Actually, I will even allow academics.
Academics?
Yeah.
Like lore?
Yeah, because it would kind of fall
Academics, you
into
say?
like physics almost.
Don't roll a nat 1. Got it. 11 plus 12 is a number.
Nice. 11 plus 12 is a number. I like it. You can tell by the diameter, the amount of destruction, that this was a full charge blast. So you're considering like a full barrel. The substance is a black powder, probably similar, if not identical, to one of the barrels that you had pulled out of the warehouse. That there is a fuse line that curls around the base of the tower to the northwest side, granting a, we'll say, a 10-second lead.
So, it appears that whoever set this, how they got into the tower in the first place, intended to cause as much destruction as possible. What I haven't figured out is why between the tower and the, was it barracks?
Mm-hmm.
The barracks here, but they made sure to have enough time to get away. Clearly, this was supposed to be dangerous and harmful enough. More than a distraction. Black powder. A lot of it.
Very good. That was what I deduced myself. But I appreciate your confirmation. That again confirms my suspicions that this site and the Facite were main targets. What about yours? What did you discover over at the recovery ward?
I believe that Red Iapina is still alive. Kidnapped or escaped or moved before the blast. A Gipti named Vict and some of his associates were seen by a witness before the blast went off, probably placing a barrel.
Right. The Gipti resistance movement. The GRM are becoming increasingly concerning, and if this is their doing, well, then I'm afraid to say that we may have our first executions in many decades ahead of us.
I wonder if it may be linked to the theft as well.
The theft?
Yes, there was a theft in the cultural center, and some people disagree whether or not a museum is the ethical thing to do in archaeology. It's a very delicate area of study.
So you think that the break-in at the cultural center and the attack yesterday are linked?
Not necessarily, but the motive could meet somewhere.
Interesting hypothesis. Though I think that may be a theory you may want to pursue in your own time. For now, we are trying to ascertain the culprits, those who placed the barrels, those who procured the barrels, and where they got them. I have men checking the inventory of the warehouse stores. Anyway, until we have that further information, who are your companions?
When I came to the Facite, I joined a delving party as part of my research. This is Hira, Archie, and Serana.
Oh, well, I am honored. Your companion, Delphinium, has a unique mind, and I am glad to have her on my payroll now.
She's one of the best.
Quite so.
I couldn't have done it without them.
Guess you could have.
It never hurts to have friends, assistants, contacts, especially in our line of work. What can I do for you?
Well, Archie here had a lot of ideas since we've been working together in various delves and trying to help as much as we can. Perhaps trying to set up some sort of organization or a way to get information across.
Organization, you say? What would the goal of this organization be?
Investigation of strange occurrences that could lead to harm on mass scales.
A task force, if you will.
Hopefully it'll be bigger than just us eventually, but for now, yes, a task force. We have many connections throughout all of the Facite. Places that you might not be able to reach even with your extended hand throughout all of the entire town. We are wondering if we could perhaps count on your protection for some of these assets. Each thing would be its own investigation. You would be able to tell us yes or no every single time. I mean, we can't tell peacekeepers what to do. We're just asking for help protecting people that can find out information that will keep people safe once we know it.
You speak of informants, spies, network
Yes.
of spies.
We above board.
Well, as a peacekeeper, I hesitate to associate myself with organizations not ordained by Snowfit's government. But that does not stop me from cooperating with and continuing to serve justice and peace wherever I can. And that, if that means lending aid and protection, as it were, to your fellows, then I think we could work together. But I warn that all things must be above board and legal. And if it's not, well, hopefully I have no reason to know that.
Going forward, everything we do will be entirely above board and legal.
That's what I like to hear. Very good. Is there any assistance you need at this time?
No. We just need to have a safety net in place before we start putting out feelers, as it were. This is a first step for the thread chasers.
Ideally, before an event like the explosion, someone like Rhett would have been a person of interest. That sort of idea. Whereas his knowledge in sciences, we can protect him legally, but as for the sciences and the information, trying to find a compromise or a link.
If Rhett is alive, as you claim, as you believe, I will say, then the line of inquiry would be, where did he go? And was it under his own locomotion? Or was he forced there?
As far as we can tell, Rhett went willingly. I did catch a glimpse of those that set the charge near the wards, the one that exploded right next to Rhett's bed. The hooded figures were not dragging someone along. They were walking at a brisk pace and together.
No blood, or signs of dragging, either.
So if he wasn't pulled away, dragged away, what was his condition?
He was on the mend. He was fully able to convey pieces of his research. He was giving us information, and now he can't. Immediately before...
Oh, sorry, continue.
Immediately before the explosion, he was seen talking to Dragon Potril.
Sorry, I gave the wrong name there. He was talking to Vict.
Vict, got it.
Yep.
Never mind, you know that.
My apologies. Yeah. Talking with Vict. Well, Sounds like you have your lead. Find Vict and his accomplices, and we may solve more than just who attacked the Facite.
That's our hope.
I will continue my investigations and pass any pertinent information your way.
Thank you. We'll do the same.
Very good. Anything else?
Is there anything specific required of me? Do I show up at a certain time, or
You are autonomous. So if you have nothing to report, don't bother reporting.
Okay. There wasn't much of a introduction or onboarding, so I just wanted to make sure.
You are of a mature age, yes? Peacekeeper?
66.
So, I think it is prudent to treat you as such. I will not be keeping tabs unless I absolutely have to, but I have a feeling I will not need to. Good. Good luck in your investigations, and let me know how I may be of service. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Even as you head away, a pair of guards amble up to Peacekeeper column, and they discuss things in hushed tones.
He was a great first person to talk to.
We'll have to be very careful with Vict. This could get dangerous.
We also would have to, at some point, discuss how or what we do when Peacekeeper Callum finds out we are partially responsible for the explosion.
Yeah, I think we're kind of past the point of him not finding out.
Exactly. So I'm thinking we just tell him and hope.
My concern is if we have any trust with the Loyalists or with Smiley, all of that's going to go right out the window, and they'll probably clam up, and I don't know how we're going to get information out of them, but we do need to do this legally, and, well, this is very confusing.
Well, maybe he won't find out. There are ways we can make sure he won't. But that would take some thinking.
Smiley would out us in a moment to save himself, but would anyone believe him?
Only the people that are paid to believe him.
We could also potentially get a private meeting with Peacekeeper Callum and disclose that information and the reason why we did it. And so therefore, if he understands and he knows that we're doing stuff legally moving forward, maybe nothing will come up from it, because having those connections might be really helpful, because we essentially might be able to convince Smiley and the loyalists that are in with the peacekeepers can help them. And so maybe Peacekeeper Count would be on board
It seems
to
that
help us facilitate that lie.
double agents and spies are frowned upon, but strategically, it can be a very, very good move if you know what you're doing and you stay safe. So if that's a convincing argument, hence the organization.
Well, we'll see. It's just an idea.
Or maybe I read too many novels.
No such thing.
Nonsense.
Who are we going to see next, or what are we doing next?
Someone needs to go check on Kamsa.
That's a good idea.
This is what I was gonna go do next, yes.
All right.
Yes, I can see you winking. I'm going.
All right. So what are the other three gonna do while, or are you all going?
You can all come if you'd like.
Very good.
But I guess we're going with.
So you cross over the far north bridge that takes you across the Facite to the east side and head to the emergency tents that have been set up. Braziers are alight around the perimeter, trying to bring a certain level of warmth to the patients inside. Finn, you can show Archie exactly where they have Kamsa.
Do you want us to come with, or
Yeah, sure.
we're not going to stress her out?
No, I don't think so. You've all met her before at least once, right? Good. In we go.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go with it. The patients of the medical tents are in a whole spectrum of hurt and healing. Some toward the front are up and about, having only superficial wounds that are healing nicely. A little bit beyond them are patients with more grievous injuries, but stable. Toward the back is where you have kind of the intensive care unit, where the nurses and physicians watch over their patients to ensure that they don't lose any further life or limb. Kamsa is toward the back of the middle, so not exactly in the emergency ward, but not in the I'm recovering well area. Bandages wet with a kind of ointment are wrapped around her limbs on one side, sticking to and matting down her fur, or what's left of it after being singed and burned away. She seems to be asleep at the moment.
I will walk right past Kamsa's bed and into the intensive care unit.
Okay.
And keeping Kamsa... and I'll hold up a finger when the party balks at... I missed her. She's right there.
It's like, I know. Give me a second.
I know. One moment. And I'm going to walk into the middle of the intensive care unit, and I'm going to summon my lantern and start spinning it faster and faster and faster and lift it gently into the air and do a triple action heal at 2nd level.
Wow. All right. Your healing light washes over those fighting for their lives. And where the light touches, it washes away most of the active hurt. Any open wounds begin to knit. Any patients who were moaning or groaning from pain become subdued and find a modicum of peace for the first time in the last 24 hours. A couple of nurses who were tending to the patients give their profuse thanks. And ask who they might attribute the blessing to.
The blessing is that of the World Walker.
May his light guide us.
And I will go to Kamsa's bedside.
She is breathing rather shallowly in her rest. And it's very stilted and offbeat as there is obvious pain that she's suffering from.
First thing I'm going to do once I get there is make sure that the correct ointment was applied. Make sure that the bandages are actually well wrapped. Make sure that whoever took care of her did their job right.
Of course.
And if they didn't, fix it.
All right. Give me a medicine check.
Medicine. 22.
It's a pretty decent job. The ointment that the bandages are soaked in contains a variety of herbal remedy and it looks to be doing its job. It's going to be slow, but it is protecting her.
I'll wipe my finger on the ointment. I would have used more nettle root, but that'll get the job done, I guess.
Well, you can lick it off me later if you want.
Oh. Hi. How are you feeling? Scale of 1 to 10.
Are negative numbers a thing?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Then I'm probably in the abyss of that scale. You look like you're doing pretty good, though.
Yeah, I got out of most of the blast, which was nice.
I'm glad for that. I guess I used up one of my lives, as they say.
As who says?
My people. Supposedly we have like 12 lives or something like that.
Well, 11 then.
Hey, I'll take it.
Here, let me see if I... And I'm going to do another second level heal,
Okay.
targeting Kamsa.
Okay. Just doing the touch one?
Just, no, a 2-action one, so I get the super bonus and heal Kamsa for 21.
Ooh, very nice.
Well, I mean, the cool thing about that one is it's a single target, it's a distance, and it gets a plus 16 just flat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Jeez. You see the physical change occur, not so much on the skin as it kind of scars over under the bandages, but you see it more in how her breathing eases and she seems to relax as the light courses through her. Yeah, that's a lot better. Whew, now I'm a little cold. This ointment is a little chilly.
Here, let me see if I can, and I'm gonna try to find a blanket.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Nope, I'm just good at my job.
Did you get that sled?
The sled. Oh, the sled. No, not yet. I'm still brainstorming? I don't know. A lot has happened.
Oh, of course, of course. How many made it out?
Most.
Most. Oh. That's good. That's good. I heard you got me out.
I had help.
So what? It's the thought that counts?
Sure.
Don't be so humble. It doesn't become you.
I'm so humble. What are you talking about?
The
And I'll grab her
humblest.
hand.
I might be here for a little while. You don't have to stay.
Oh, I want to. Oh, speaking of staying, these are my friends who you've met.
Hi again.
No, don't sit up. Don't sit up.
Okay, all right.
You guys
We're
can...
glad that you're okay.
Thank you. I'm glad to still be here. I guess Arachnia decided to smile down on me. The Avatar of Fate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
None of us knew.
I thought you were saying an arachnid, and that's a spider. I was only slightly confused.
Well, that's where they get
I hadn't
their
heard of
name.
it before. Still
I
slightly
really
concerned.
don't know much
Okay.
about the avatars.
She weaves the threads of fate.
Archie, tell her.
Wait,
I
what?
will just... calm down. We're, You're talking about the organization, right? So, we're, sort of, starting a thing. We, putting together our own web of, informants. We're gonna call ourselves the Thread Chasers.
Thread chasers. That's adorable. And what?
I thought it was cool.
Well, somebody's got to keep you humble. So what are these thread chasers gonna do?
Well, we're going to collect information and informants to make sure that we know about any massive life-threatening events long before they take place. So perhaps the right people can prevent them.
So trying to move up from saving little old me to saving the world.
Well, the
So-
world includes you, so...
Wow, I was gonna make a comment about having delusions of grandeur, but that was just smooth. All right, Flyboy.
You get some rest, Kamsa. Doctor's orders.
And are you in the role of my doctor?
I mean, I helped you get better, didn't I?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think sleep is a good idea.
I'll sit there for a bit,
Okay.
make sure all the supplies on her bedside table are replenished. Water, medicinal tea, ointments, fresh bandages.
It's adorable.
Okay. We can go now. Thanks for joining me, guys.
I mean, we can go if you want to stay. We just...
No, she's asleep and we've got work to do.
Okay. You guys are so cute.
It's berries.
Sorry, you froze up there, Hero. What'd you say?
I said it's very sweet.
Thanks.
Maybe I will love somebody sometime. I don't know.
It's quite nice.
That goes well for you all.
Finn's like, aromantic, like. And you know what? That is an okay to be.
Absolutely.
All right, where to next?
What time
Is
is
it?
Jinx.
We're probably just after midday or so. And you
Well,
can... Wait,
certainly not dinner time yet.
No, we could go talk to the collector.
Where is he? Do you think he would still be in his office?
I can only imagine the destruction
Right.
that shaking
they're
that room
probably
would have done.
Yeah. Let's at least go visit his office. The nest is secure, right? It's not about to
It
plummet.
is. Yeah. It's been reinforced for the time being.
It's not just light spinner thread securing it
Correct.
anymore.
Strong enough to hold the world closed, but maybe not hold the Delver's nest by itself.
Delver's nest, stronger than the world.
That's the way we designed it. Anyway,
We could go help the collector at least pick up his books. It'll probably take him days.
The collector, once you get down there, you'll find that the collector was actually extracted and taken to his residence in order to recover from a bad bump on the head when all the books fell on his head. The office has been put back together to an extent. Finn, you did help with that a little bit in that recovery process. But beyond
So-
that... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
In that case, I think we'll make our way either this time or next time to the collector's house and see if he wants to join the thread chasers, I think.
That sounds like it's a good place to stop then. I was really looking forward to getting to Kiberly's place.
Oh,
We
we'll
have too
get
many
there.
stops.
Hey,
We'll get there.
That's all right.
We're gonna get there.
we'll get there and we won't have to cut it short at all.
Now that's fair. All right.
Enough flirting for one night.
Y'all have
I
me
love
just...
it.
Really show
I
up.
really enjoyed those
And you
scenes.
guys killed.
Oh.
Hearing you say you can lick it off of me later, I was like, ah!
Oh my god.
Chips!
That's
She's
what
delirious.
Cats do.
I
It's perfectly normal for them. Sorry that it doesn't translate to other.
know, but it translates.
sure.
It translates.
I'm sure that's exactly how Kamsa meant it.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm,
totally.
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 100%. No.
Oh my god.
This was nice and easy, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you all. This was a lot of fun.
It always is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah. Every week I look forward to Monday, so that's why I was bummed last week that we didn't get to it, or that we had the break, which much needed, but I was still sad. And I'm really glad to come back and see all of you again. This has been a fun episode, and maybe we'll see some more action in the next one, if that's where things go. If not, that is okay too. I enjoy these like role play sessions, and I hope you all do too. It goes for you viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you to Vampire Bites for our third subscription.
Awesome.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. And we're really glad that you love this entertainment that we bring to you, because ultimately we just love playing these games. We love this campaign, or at least I'm pretty sure everybody loves this campaign. So yeah, thank you so much. A couple of things. First, I want to turn it over to Abby to talk about our premiere on Thursday.
Yes, so my Monster Hearts 2 game, Ravenwood, was supposed to premiere last week, but unfortunately I was sick and Thursday was the worst day for me. And so I made the decision that I couldn't MC a game, and it wasn't fair to my players, to you as the audience, or to myself as a creator to get on there and try and premiere a game or run a game. So we have moved it to this week. So on Thursday at, can I get the times correct? It is 5:30 p.m. PST, which means 8:30 p.m. EST.
Yep.
We will be premiering Ravenwood. I'm super, super excited. I've been doing a lot of planning, and my players are all really excited and super excited to share the story with you. Mistress Winter is running tech for me and has created an amazing intro video that I can't wait to be shared, and some amazing things. So please, if you can, come check it out. I'm super excited. It'll be my first time GMing, DMing, MCing, and I'm very, very excited.
Absolutely. I'm really excited. I'm going to be running tech for it and helping out a little bit with the occasional side character, but ultimately I'm really excited to see what Abby brings and the players bring to this Monster Hearts campaign. It's going to be fantastic. How excited or how much can you not wait to show the intro video? Because I can premiere it.
I mean, I'm down. It's a really cool intro.
Yeah?
I'm really excited about it.
All right.
So if you
what
want
do
to
you all
premiere it
think?
here
Do
and
you wanna see
now.
it?
Desperately, yes.
Okay. Alright,
I've seen it, so.
Let me throw some in here. Let me find it here real quick.
I'm gonna get all excited all over again.
do that because I don't want to.
Absolute jam. Holy crap.
It's gonna be so fantastic, and yeah.
I should probably remake this too.
I'm not even playing it and I got chills.
I'm so excited. It fits the theming. It's very dark academia, gothic horror-esque. So if any of you are interested in that, please come check out this campaign.
Yes.
I'm very, very excited.
I'm excited to see what happens. So do tune in, and we will see. I don't know that I got enough players for our Tabletop Tuesday tomorrow, so maybe I will jump on and do some map making or something, just to keep the channel alive. So if you'd like to tune in, chat with me or something, I will be here. Other than that, that's really all I've got for tonight. I have been your humble Game Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter on Twitter and Instagram, and here every Monday, and now every other Thursday, and hopefully more Tuesdays to go. That's me. How about Abby? Why don't you sign off for us and then pass it on to Dennis there.
So I'm Abby Marie Carter. I played Ahira tonight. I play Ahira every Monday here on the Facite. You can sometimes find me on Tabletop Tuesdays. Not this week though, because I can only handle so many streams at once. You'll be able to find me every other Thursday running the Monster Hearts 2 campaign Ravenwood. So please tune in. You can find me on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter. And you can also find me in the Discord for this channel at Abby Marie Carter. Feel free to chat with me. I really love making new friends. I'm a huge TTRPG nerd, and I just love getting to know people. Thank you all for watching, and I will hand it over to Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis, you have something big going on right now, don't you?
I do. It's funny you mention how many games you can handle, because I think I'm about to push that limit right now. I have a casting call out. I'm going to be putting together as many streams as I can of Saga's setting and genre agnostic system, the game, the TTRPG that Winter and I and a couple other people have been collaborating on for a while now. It is a rules light game that is designed to make literally any character possible and be played in any setting, but still have easy and intense combat. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to, is how versatile it's going to be. We've never played two games in the same setting. They've all been vastly different. The list that I really would like to play for the upcoming streams is Pokemon in the Post-Apocalypse, Living Toys Escaping Living Carpentry Tools, and anime girls with inflatable weapons. Literally, you can do anything with this system, and I'm so excited to be playing with a whole bunch of different people. The casting call is still out, and it will continue to be available. Like, we're still accepting applications from now until Wednesday morning. That is less than 48 hours away. You can find the casting call in the Mistress Winter's Court Discord server under Exhibition Hall.
Yes.
And I'm Dennis, and I played Archie.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, I have signed up, and I think if Dennis will let me, which I can't see why you wouldn't.
No,
but
never.
I want to try out a Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's right.
Adventure. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm in love with that game. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what comes out of that beta testing. It's gonna be fantastic. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dennis. How about you, Joe? What's going on with you?
I'm Joe. I played Rana tonight, and I probably going to be participating in a Sagas thing or 2 or 3. We'll see what happens.
Or 11.
Or 5. Or maybe all of it. I don't know. Life is wild. But I am also on another channel playing as a barbarian wizard. However, we just had our last replay episode. Don't have a live date yet, but when we know, you'll know. And we'll update you. But that's on Spells and Storycraft. If you ever want to see a barbarian wizard and what that looks like, watch the VODs. It's a fun time. She's nuts. She's really nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to see any of my past work, I'm on Heroes and Hooligans somewhere in the ether out there.
Oh yeah.
On a couple of campaigns.
Just search Graffitied Hearts. Wink, wink, nudge.
And you'll see me.
Know
what I mean.
We're
You'll
all
see
on the
me and
exact
Abby
same
in a
wavelength.
Monster Hearts
Oh, yeah.
campaign
Yeah.
led by Winter. And Abby was my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great time.
Oh, it's fantastic.
10 out of 10 would do again. But yeah, that's me.
Thank you so much, Joe. How about you, Joey? Anything cooking in your pots?
Well, I played Delphinium here. So far, this is the one active campaign I'm in. Dennis said Pokemon. I will be asking you about that later. And I play Flynn Thorn over on Spells and Storycraft on Star Bottled alongside Joe. Other than that, maybe we'll get some cosplay together over on my TikTok. And just kind of take it as it goes.
That sounds perfect. Yeah. Whatever works for you. All right. Well, thank you, viewers. Thank you for joining us this evening. We really appreciate your continued support, and we hope that you'll come back Thursday for our premiere of Ravenwood at 8:30 Eastern, and back next Monday, where we attempt to reclaim them every week here at the Facite. Thank you, and have a great night.